SBM Bank was was incorporated in Mauritius in 1973, so it's a bank that's been there for a long time. So Mum should be happy about that.
That's good.
We are a $6 billion balance sheet size as an SBM Group holding company.
What's that in Kenya shillings? Hey, so I'm sitting here in my serious state because with me is the CEO of SBM and it is Moez Mir. So Moez, this is where we get serious because I need to know who SBM is, okay? We live in a world where I know LOL is laugh out loud, BT is British Telecom, AGM is an annual general meeting, and if I was still on radio and I said I would give 10,000 shillings to the first person who called in without Googling and told me what SBM is, I'd keep my money.
Super bank in the market. Well,
you know, you'd actually take the money. I'd have to give it. Yes, yes.
I mean, we're so the SBM acronym we got from State Bank of Mauritius. SBM Holdings is based in Mauritius, and through SBM Holdings, we own. SBM Holding owns SBM Bank in Kenya.
In Kenya.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the meet mom at lunch conversation.
Right.
So this is where you brag.
Great.
Please tell me, what do I need to know?
Absolutely. So look, SBM Bank was was incorporated in Mauritius in 1973. So it's a bank that's been there for a long time. So Mum should be happy about that.
That's good.
We are a $6 billion balance sheet size as an SBM Group holding company.
What's that in Kenya shillings?
That's close to 600 billion Kenya shillings. We are a fairly sizable institution.
Yes, we're all a little lightheaded right now. Continue.
We're in operations in outside of Kenya. We have operations, of course, in Mauritius, in India, in Madagascar. We're opening up in Seychelles shortly as well. So we have a fairly large presence across, and we're very keen on also expanding into the East African space. So
very important.
Forward, absolutely, and I think the whole idea and the entire thought process behind this is trade. Is about, you know, trade between nations, trade between the countries, seeing the larger. Or optimizing on trade channels across our branch networks and across our subsidiary networks.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So you've got a very impressive asset base. Footprint is like nothing I've heard about in any bank in Kenya.
Gives a sense of, not a sense, but it gives you a strong comfort in that we have a solid shareholder behind
That's also
the
important.
Bank. We're publicly listed in the Mauritius Stock Exchange. Again, you know, and you know how it is with when you're dealing with the capital markets authority, the governance requirements are always very high. So, you know, we're always kept on check, and it's great for us because we're able to retain and drive a pretty high level of corporate governance within the institution.
So you're a regular bank? Because somebody must be sitting there staring at me saying, Caroline, so they have savings accounts, current account, Tell me.
We're a fully fledged commercial bank. So we offer all the commercial banking products across the banking sector. We have non-banking
products as well.
Absolutely. So we're able to provide advisory services, insurance services.
So you've got banking and non-banking.
Absolutely, yes.
Services.
Yeah. So it's banking and non-banking services.
Okay.
We have a branch network in Kenya. Spanning 57 branches. We have a phenomenal workforce. Carolyn, and you've got to meet these guys. You know, we've got the youngest,
you've been
most
there
vibrant
7
team.
weeks. I know your people.
Honestly, I think the greatest blessing is the people behind the scenes and the phenomenal work that they're doing and they're going to do. And that's what's, you know, really exciting because we have a fairly young workforce.
Yes.
And which resonates to our target client market, which again is if you look at the demographics in the market, you know, under 30 is where the majority of the population is currently sitting.
My antenna just went up twice. First, because you said banking, non-banking, I was like, ting, 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 wealth management, ting, ting, ting. The other one is the minute you talked about your workforce, because it brings me to what I want to ask you next about the future of banking and what you offer as the newest entrant into this market. I have my issue with banks, and I don't think I'm the only one. But I must say, you know, as the mom speech of who is SBM, you've done pretty well. I'll score you an 8 out of 10.
Thank you. I was looking for 10 out of 10.
You're very modest. You're very modest about, because I'm sure if I have this and I've gone through it, and SBM is not your regular kind of bank.
No, it's not.
It's not your regular kind of bank either.
It's not.
But also, I can tell by and large, your sort of mantra is that you get it done and you let your work speak for itself. Absolutely. Rather than go around shouting. And
I think that's what's going to drive us going into the future. We're looking at, you know, you've spoken about, you know, where is banking going? So innovation is a big play area for us.
Everybody says that. Yes. Can I take a break? You need to take a sip of water because sure. I'm about to now hold your feet to the fire. Okay? He is a CEO of SBM. He is Moez. When he comes back, either he will talk to me or he'll walk out. Either way, we've already had a great conversation. Subscribe and come back.